Shalom. This is Shema Kanunya from Sakari, New Jersey, New York, coming to you with a video, right? And what I want to talk about is friendship. To be a solid friend, be a cool brother, be a cool sister. I'm gonna open up with this, right? We're going to get the book of Leviticus. A classic friendship scripture. It's Leviticus 19, right? Start at 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. So you shouldn't be gossiping, talebearing, spreading rumors, or spreading stories about people that, your own people, your friends. And don't stand in the blood of your neighbor. If you see your friend, something happened to your friend, bro, you go and you help out. Like, you see your friend getting jumped, you see another Israelite getting jumped, beat up, they about to get killed. You need to do something. There's an action that needs to be taken. I am the Lord. Verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, and thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. So it's very plain and simple. Don't hate your brother in your heart. And you should rebuke your neighbor. Tell your neighbor how it is. Actually, I have a precept for that. What's this? Right. 19. CEV. Verse 13. Talk to friends or neighbors if you hear that they have wronged you or said something to harm your reputation. Right? So, like, that's the spirit we got to be in. Like, tell your friend how it is. Be honest with them. Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So it says we can't hold a grudge. Why are you holding a grudge? This will prevent you from holding a grudge. Talk to your friends, your neighbors. Tell them what's up. You hear something, you feel something, right? Say something, right? Matter of fact, CV. If you speak pleasantly and politely, you will make friends and become and be welcome anywhere. See, so like, be a friendly person too. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to be friendly to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But be sociable. And how does that go into being a solid friend? Like it says in the book of James, right? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that. All right, book of James. This Bible's messed up. This is James 3, and I'm gonna start. Five. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. So you say one thing wrong, and it could just mess your whole life up. It can mess your friendship, your relationship. This even extends to just life in general. The power of the tongue is powerful. Verse 6, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue amongst our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast and of birds and serpents and things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. And what does poison do? It breaks things down. It kills it. You say certain things, it will destroy your friendships. Be careful what you say to your friends. Be careful how you say certain things to your friends. Like it says, speak pleasantly and politely. Just do that, right? And you'll be welcome anywhere. Be honest. My father actually told me that. He was like, I'm not going to tell you the analogy he used it in, but he basically said, honesty will literally allow you to be I mean, no, not just honesty. Honesty and speaking politely and, being pleasant, right? You're not necessarily got to be friendly with everybody. But as long as you're being honest and you're pleasant, you'll make it anywhere. You'll make it anywhere in the world, right? That's what my father told me. And I see that teaching come to practice, because that's, I've used that and utilized that in my life. With my friends and the people that I deal with, I try to speak pleasantly to them. And they welcome me. They welcome me. I barely have any enemies. And that's not me bragging, but it's like, you'll make less enemies if you're able to speak politely and pleasantly and still being straightforward and honest, right? Right. So and this goes back into Leviticus 19, where it says, like, don't hold any grudges, don't don't hold any grudges, and rebuke your neighbor, right? Don't talebear, things like that. If you're sitting there holding grudges, you you're not you're holding things in, and you're being kind of fake. You got to talk to your brother. Like Christ said, if you have an ought with your brother, take it up with him, right? And then that's what we have to do before every Passover. All that beef, every beef, man, squash it. Once the new year hits, for Friend Sicario's March 1st, once that new year hits, dead it. Dead the beef. And what you beefing for? That's an Israelite. They lost just like you was lost. Whether they did you wrong, you did them wrong, forgive. You don't necessarily have to forget, but forgive, right? And this goes the part where it says you'll be welcome anywhere, like that lines up with not holding a grudge. If you holding a grudge and you trying to go and congregate with this brother or sister or family member, could be anybody who's an Israelite, you're not really welcome, because they gonna feel that energy. They're gonna feel that vibe. They're like, man, I don't really want this person here. But you just gotta let that go. Be pleasant. Be polite. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm gonna read Leviticus 19 in the NLT, actually. Verse 16. Do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. And that's rampant amongst the black community. And this is why a lot of friends don't last. Because what ends up happening? I'll give a personal thing. I had a friend. We're not really friends no more, and I'm gonna tell you why. We was cool. He got around a girl that I was dealing with, and he just started bringing up certain gossip, certain rumors about me that weren't true, and he just slandering my name. When a dude get around a girl he's trying to impress that he knows you with, he's just like, man, I'm trying to downplay this brother, this whoever it is they're trying to downplay. That's what happened. That's why we're not friends anymore. Like, a matter of fact, let me get that precept. This is the precept. Proverbs 16:28. A troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Gossip separates the best of friends. That's in the NLT. Gossip separates the best of friends. And we ought not to do that. You get around certain people, you start talking a certain way about your friends, people you're around. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not what we're supposed to do, right? Now watch this. Proverbs 20:19. A gossip goes around telling secrets, so don't hang around with chatters. People that just go around and talking too much, telling too much information, or telling false information. These people, don't mess with them, because the people like that, the people that's trying to gossip and downplay you, they're not your real friend, right? And that's why Sirach 6 And 7 says, make sure they are true friends before you trust them, because some will be friendly when everything is fine, but they won't help when you have trouble. When you're in trouble, when they spreading rumors, they going to spread the rumors right with the people that spreading the rumors. When you're in trouble, they're not there. And that's what happens. That's what happened to me. Right? That's what happened to me. So we're going to Leviticus 19:16 in the NLT. Do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. So we're not supposed to spread these slander. That's a law. That's a law, by the way. I just want to put that out there. That is a law. Do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. And let me go right here, right? This is GNT. Beautiful translation, GNT. I'm going to show you why. In the New Testament. New Testament, Romans 13:10 in the NLT. If you love others, you will never do them wrong. See, you doing them wrong, spreading all that gossip, doing them wrong, spreading all them slander and, you know what I'm saying? Holding grudges. You're not welcome. Like in Sirach 6:5-7, if you speak pleasantly and politely, you will make friends and be welcome anywhere. You'll be welcome anywhere. But you're not welcome if you're holding grudges. You're not welcome if you're spreading slander and gossip. You're not welcome, right? So I'm going to continue. If you love others, you will never do them wrong. To love them, then, is to obey the whole law. What does the law say? Leviticus 19:16. Do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. So don't do that. That's how you be a solid friend, right? If you got a problem with your brother, like I said, where's that? 19 and 13. Talk to your friends and neighbors if you hear that they have wronged you or said something to harm your reputation. So they did you wrong, talk to them, right? All right, so that's it on that point. I drove that point in. If you look to obey the whole law is loving your neighbor, right? So watch this. We're gonna continue Leviticus 19. Do not stand idle by when your neighbor's life is threatened. I am the Lord. The Lord has let you know. If you see a black or Hispanic, another Israelite, whoever it is, that's an Israelite, do not stand there and watch. You need to do something. You need to make something happen that this person's life may not be threatened. You know what I'm saying? Even Christ said this. Christ is, Yahushua is such a beautiful man. You know, he's such a beautiful man. Watch this. Life. Where is that? John 15:13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. That's what Christ said. But watch this. Back in Sirach 6, it says, verse 8, because some will be friendly when everything is fine, but they won't help when you have trouble. So like the law says, if you see your neighbor in trouble, help them. But they won't, because they're not real friends. If you got to lay down your life for your people, right? Christ laid down his life for the nation of Israel, the entirety of blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans, is all Israel. He's laid down his life for his friends. And some of y'all don't even appreciate that. He didn't just die. You know what's crazy? He didn't just die for his friends. He died for his enemies as well. He died for the ones that delivered him up. He died for the ones that didn't even like him, questioned his authority, his doctrine. questioned his entire biological being. He's died for them. He didn't die for, however, the enemies outside of Israel. Don't get that confused, right? Like it says in Revelation 11, right? We measuring the temple, not the court outside the temple. That's given to the Gentiles. We're measuring the temple, right? He died for his people. He kept that law to us. He kept this law for real. He died for his people, right? Let's keep going. Leviticus 19:17. NLT. Do not nurse hatred in your heart for any of your relatives. And this is rampant. Very rampant. You know, it could be hard sometimes, you know. Sometimes we our friends and family, our people, even some strangers of our own people, they do some things to us or say some things to us that may be very wrong and could be heinous crimes against us. Heinous accusations, slander, gossip. It could even be physical, whatever the case that may be. But we have to find it in our heart to forgive, that we may be forgiven, as Christ said. Right? And it says, do not nurse hatred. So, like, if you feel some type of way, it's okay to feel some type of way. But don't nurse that hatred. What is nursing? You're growing something. You're nurturing something. Don't nurture the hatred. A lot of times that I've talked to a lot of blacks and Hispanics, like growing up, you know what I'm saying? Friends. They'll be like mad about something. They're just adding fuel to the fire. Don't add fuel. Deal with what you got to deal with. Try your best in the spirit of Yahweh Shah to get over it. To find it somewhere deep down. I know there's some, I've experienced it, so I know there's some heinous and disgusting, evil things that our own people do to each other. But we need to find it in our heart to forgive and not nurse that hatred towards any of our relatives, our friends, our fellow Israelites. And that's also, this is all part of being a solid friend. That's all part of being, Yahweh Shah was the most solid friend ever. Niggas did him wrong. But he forgave them. He's like, look, man. What did he say? He could have said anything on that cross. He could have been like, man, to hell with you niggas. You're wicked. You're disgusting. Da-da-da. I could have said all of that. But no, he said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. He understood. That's a solid friend. He forgave immediately. He knew. He probably forgave y'all before you even did it. Before you even did it, he just prepared himself. Like, look, I just got to forgive these niggas. I know what they going to do. They're wicked. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. But he died for the people anyway. That's a solid friend. You got to be a solid friend. Be a solid Israelite. Be the stronger and better person to lead by example, that maybe that person might turn from their wickedness. And maybe even make up for whatever it is they did, if there's a way to make up for it. Right? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep reading. Confront people directly, so you will not be held guilty for their sins. So you see something, to say something. Be the change you want to see. Right? So you want, you know, your friends, with your friends, you got to let them know how it is. Like, bro, you messing up, bro. I got my friends that's around, they let me know what's up. They tell me to my face. And that's how we do it. We let each other know, like, bro, that ain't it. Pull a scripture or two, boom, you know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. Those are my real friends. Verse 18, do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite. So don't let that hatred in your heart get nurtured so much, or dwells. Don't nurture it at all, but especially don't let it nurture so much that you're seeking revenge now. You're now out for blood. or you're out for one up on them, right? Or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Because the same way you would want to be forgiven for something you did wrong, they need to be forgiven for what they did wrong. That's why Christ said, forgive that ye be forgiven. All right, I'm actually gonna keep reading. Just the first line in the next verse. You must obey all my decrees. God said obey all these things. That's what you got to do to be a solid friend. You want to be a solid brother or a solid sister? Do the verses I'm bringing out. Right? Let me see. Verse 14. Do not insult the deaf or cause the blind to stumble. You must fear your God. I am the Lord. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's your people. Right? That's not being a solid friend. That's not being a solid brother. It's not being solid at all. That's very messed up. Right? I'm gonna go down to 11. Do not steal, do not deceive or cheat one another. Don't be getting one up and trying to take from each other. Right? There's another Proverbs 17:17. Friends always show their love. And what are relatives for if not to share trouble? That is in the GNT, Good News Translation. So it's like, always show your love. Like it says in Romans 13:10. If you love someone, you'll never do them wrong. But to love then is to obey the whole law. So obey the law of God, and you're gonna find yourself being a solid friend. You're gonna get compliments. People gonna be like, yo, bro, that's a good dude right there. That's a nice brother. Everyone likes to get compliments. People like getting compliments, but don't be the type of person that only does things for the compliments. This is another quote my father told me growing up, and my father has some wisdom growing up. He told me, some men be legends in their own mind, and then there's those who are legends in their own time. So pretty solid. Quote is, you got brothers that they just want to be legends in their own mind. They want to feel that they're good. They want to be like, yeah, I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all these compliments. They're getting very prideful. It's not good. They're getting very prideful, and they want just the glory. They want the glory and the honor. You're a nobody. I just want to put that out there. The Most High God is the only person who deserves any type of glory and honor and praise. And he's given, under him, the person that gets the most praise under him is Yahushua. You are nowhere near that. You need to be humble, right? But for the person that wants to be a legend in their own time, that's elect activity, right? Because they're doing what they just living their life. They doing what they got to do and waiting for their time, being patient. What's that? You forsake the things of this world, and in due time, the Most High give. Seek the kingdom of heaven first, and these things will be added unto you. That's the person that is a legend in their own time. Iraq 22:25, and this goes right back to Leviticus 19. I will never be afraid to protect a friend, and I will never turn a friend away if he needs me. If I suffer because of him, everyone who learns of it will be on guard against him. So you gotta put your brothers and sisters, they rely on you, and you gotta let them know you're gonna be there for them when you can, right? You're gonna actively try to do something, and this is something we all could work on, myself included. We need to actively not be afraid to protect a friend. And a lot of people will say that they die for I die for my niggas. I go hard for my niggas, right? Until you and your bro, you and your boy are in the wrong neighborhood and y'all getting shot at. He gets shot. You just left him. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? You should jump in front of the bullet or push him out. Do something to cease from the danger from not just him, but yourself as well. But, you know, him. Right? And vice versa. He washes your hand, you wash his. And I will never turn a friend away if he needs me. You know, brothers be in a bind. We gotta implement anything we can to try to help brothers and sisters, families, friends, all that. I like this verse right here, verse 27. I wish that a guard could be placed at my mouth. I wish that a Proverbs, Sirach 22 and 27. I wish that a guard could be placed at my mouth, that my lips could be wisely sealed. It would keep me from making mistakes and prevent me from destroying myself with my own tongue. Because you can, and how are you destroying yourself? You can lose friends, lose family. You don't want your friends and family separating from you because you don't know how to control what you say. I said in Proverbs, talking, all that chattering, don't hang around people that's chattering. Nobody wants to hang around somebody that talks and talks and talks and spreads false information or tells all the business. So, and that's something we need to, as a people, stop. That's why it's written in the law, don't tell bear. Y'all here just talking, chatting up. Shut up. Shut up. That's it. All right, watch this, right? And this goes into helping being a solid friend. You want to be a solid friend, follow these instructions. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 1. KJV. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother. Don't be a lazy nigga. Nobody likes a lazy nigga. A sluggard. That's literally just being lazy. It don't even gotta be your friend. for you to just be like, all right, look, let me just take this ox to his house. Right? That's just being lazy. Don't be a lazy nigga, man. Be diligent in this word. Be diligent to return anything that is your brother's to your brother. Right? Verse 4. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ass or his ox fall down by the way and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt surely help him to lift them up again. Right? You see your brother, ox, ass. And this is, Yahushua uses this figuratively as well in the New Testament. Lets us know that on the Sabbath, help your brother. Healing is okay on the Sabbath. Right? And this is just help your people. You want to do the Lord's work on the Sabbath, you do that. Right? You want to go and do camp, you want to feed the people, do that. In truth and sincerity, not for your own self-glorification or it'll be in vain, right? It's Colossians 2 and 2. That their hearts might be comforted, being knit together in love. This is what it's about. That's being a solid. You got to love your friends and be comforted with your friends. Being knit together in love. What is love? Let's get it. Israelite 101. Israelite 101. What is love? What is love? Don't hurt me no more. All right? Don't hurt your brothers anymore. All right? It's 1 John 5 and 2. By this we know that we love the children of God. Who's the children of God? Your fellow Israelites. when we love God and keep his commandments, that's how we'll be knit together and in love, like Colossians 2:2 says. Verse 3, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Right? That's how we love each other. I'm going to continue. Unto all riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the acknowledgement of the mystery of God and of the Father and of Christ. Right. So this is how we're going to be knit in love. Right? This is Proverbs 27:6. I'm going to start at 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Right? So this goes back to Leviticus 19. See something, say something. Be the change you want to see. I love that. Verse 7. Verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful. You being a demon. You're just giving smooth words to make this, I'm really shy to say, but you're just being deceitful. Don't be deceitful. Be a genuine person. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Let people know what's going on. Talk to your people. Talk to your friends. Be a solid brother. And another thing too, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Don't make promises you can't keep. It says that in Proverbs. Right? Sorry, 1915 in the CEV. Right? Yeah. Talk to them and get the truth, because you should not believe everything you hear. So just because gossip's going around, right? And so this is the other side. Don't be a person that's gossiping, but don't be the person that believes all the gossip. That's stupid. You just believe everything about your friend. Oh, that guy, he's a this, that, and that. Oh, that girl, she's a this, that, and that. Shut up. All right. If I don't see, if there's no proof, if there's what, like it says in the law, a matter shall be established by 2 or 3 witnesses. There's got to be some proof, some tangible evidence. It also says diligent inquisition has to be made. So somebody just chatting, they just chatting on you. They don't got no proof, no pictures, no video, no nothing. They just have whatever they conjured up in their mind they want to spread about you or about your friend. Don't give in to those things, those seducing spirits. Verse 16, we are all guilty of saying things that we didn't really mean. So don't threaten your friends before you talk with them, and always obey the law of God Most High. So don't threaten your friend. You just heard something. Oh, so-and-so said something about her. This man said something about her. Don't just believe that. Confront them. Talk to them. Hey, yo, bro, I heard that you said this, that, and the third. What you got to say about it? And they'll either lie or tell the truth. You just got to use wisdom and use that discernment. Right? As long as you operating in the laws of... That's why I ended off saying this. Always obey the law of God Most High. The law of Yahweh. Right? I'm actually keep reading. Verse 18, if you fear the Lord, he will accept you. And if you are wise, he will give you his love. So if you're wise, what is wisdom? Obeying the law. Right? And if God loves you, I'm pretty sure he's going to reveal to you if someone's lying to you. So it all works out. Just obey the laws of God. And you know what I'm saying? Everything will be revealed unto you in due time. That's literally what it say. So, I hope that was edifying. So it's kind of brief on how to be a solid friend and, no gossiping and telling it how it is, right? Being a good person to fellow Israelites and friends, and stuff like that. So with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Say Shalom, Kwam Yashas.